There was once a small village nestled between two towering mountains. The land was dry, the wells were shallow, and the trees had long stopped bearing fruit. The villagers believed that the earth had turned its back on them, and over the years, so did hope. But in that same village lived an old man named Elias. While others cursed the cracked ground and empty skies, Elias did something no one else bothered with anymore. He planted trees. Each morning, before the sun could rise and mock the barren land, Elias would carry a sack of seeds over his shoulder and a wooden staff in his hand. He would walk far beyond the village to the rocky hills where even grass struggled to grow. The villagers laughed at him. "Old fool," they would whisper. "He plants trees in a place where nothing lives." But Elias didn't mind. You see, Elias had a secret. Years ago, when he was a young man, a storm had uprooted a massive oak near his family's home. In the soil where its roots had once clung, Elias found a tiny sapling. Despite the drought, that little sapling clung to life. Elias cared for it, shaded it with cloth, watered it with whatever he could spare, and spoke to it as if it could hear. And one day, it grew. That tree became his shelter, his companion, and the symbol of something no one could steal from him: hope. So every seed he scattered was a promise. Maybe not today, but one day. Years passed. Elias grew old. His hands, once strong, were wrinkled and weak. His back hunched, his steps slowed. And one morning, he didn't wake up. The villagers barely noticed. Some felt a strange emptiness in the mornings, when they didn't see him walking through the mist with his sack of seeds. But life went on. Seasons changed. And one day, it happened. A boy chasing a runaway kite stumbled upon something strange in the hills. A sprout, then another, and another, and another. Soon the hills were dotted with young trees, green and defiant against the dusty land. The villagers gathered in awe. Within a few short years, the hills transformed into a lush grove. Birds returned. The air felt different. The land grew generous again. And in the middle of that forest stood a small stone with words carved by a child's hand: Elias, the man who planted hope. And perhaps the lesson was never really about the trees. It was about the seeds we plant when no one's watching, the hope we nurture when others have given up, the courage to believe in tomorrow, even when today feels barren. Because sometimes, the greatest things we leave behind aren't what we built, but what we believed in.